Call regular city council meeting Monday, May 5th, 2014 to order. Clerk, call roll, please.
Alderman Putoff.
Here.
Ferrari.
Here.
Waldorf.
Here.
Lukosius.
Here.
Perez.
Here.
Radke.
Here.
Mueller.
Here.
Sapienza.
Here.
Mayor Harrell.
Here. Pledge of allegiance. Okay, I'm going to read a proclamation, and then Mr. Aaron Mays would like to come up to the podium and say a few words. Proclamation, National Bike Month, May 2014. National Bike to Work Week, May 12 through 16, 2014. Whereas the bicycle is a viable and environmentally sound form of transportation and an excellent form of recreation. Whereas the citizens of Peru, Illinois will experience the joys of bicycling during the month of May through programs, events, or just getting out and going for a ride. Whereas Peru, Illinois hosts a major cross-country bicycle tourism route, Kaskaskia Alliance Trail, attracts bicyclists each year, providing economic, health, and scenic benefits to the citizens of Peru, Illinois, and the world. Whereas these bicycling activities and attractions have great potential to have a positive impact on Peru's economy and tourism industry, and to stimulate economic development by making the city attractive to businesses and citizens who enjoy the out-of-doors and healthy lifestyles. Whereas creating a bicycle-friendly community has been shown to improve citizens' health, well-being, and quality of life, to boost community spirit, to improve traffic safety, and to reduce pollution and congestion. Whereas bicycle clubs, shops, schools, parks and recreation departments, police departments, hospitals, companies and civic groups throughout Peru, Illinois will be promoting bicycling as a leisure activity as well as an environmentally friendly alternative to the automobile during the month of May 2014. Whereas the education of bicyclists and motorists as to the proper and safe operation of bicycles is important to ensure the safety and comfort of all users, and be it further resolved that the City of Peru Council urges all who support bicycling to participate in events planned and urges all road users to share the road safely with bicyclists. Now therefore I, Scott J. Harrell, Mayor of the City of Peru, do hereby recognize the month of May 2014 as National Bike Month and Bicycle Safety Month, and the week of May 12 through 16, 2014 as a Bike to Work Week. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the City of Peru to be affixed. Do we have a motion to receive, place on file, and declare?
So moved, Your Honor. Second, Your Honor.
I have a motion by Alderman Putoff, second by Alderman Waldorf, to receive the proclamation and declare National Bike Month, May 2014, and National Bike to Work Week, May 12 through 16, 2014. And then I understand, Aaron Mays, you'd like to come up and say a couple words?
Just like to say a quick thank you to the City of Peru Council and the Peru Parks and Rec Board, as well as Mayor Harrell, for their efforts and promoting Bicycle Month. I look forward to hearing about any proposed routes that might be in the works. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Okay, did anybody fill out public comment cards previous? Okay, we'll go right into special business. And we have an ordinance to be presented to us by Corporate Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. There are actually two ordinances under special business. The first would be an ordinance deleting the previously established position of office of city engineer, because under that ordinance it was an administrative position appointed by the mayor with the advice and consent of the city council. There will be a city engineer, I understand, hired this evening, but then that city engineer would be a regular city employee and not a appointed position. So the second ordinance we have will be to amend the wage ordinance to provide for the wage and benefits of that city engineer as an employee, not as an appointee. So first ordinance, be ordained, Code of Ordinance, the City approved, Chapter 2, Administration shall be and is hereby amended to delete Section 2-280. Office of City Engineer is created by ordinance number 4610, duly passed and adopted on June 8, 2009, which ordinance is hereby repealed. Ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval and be published in the Code of Ordinances by deleting that previous Section 2-280.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Lukosius to approve the ordinance as written and read. Is there any discussion?
No, the next item.
Okay, we'll have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Next, Your Honor, if we could, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Mr. Eric Carls. He's our candidate for city engineer, and Eric is with us in the audience tonight. I'd just like to give a little bio information on Eric. He's a graduate of St. Bede Academy, IVCC, and the University of Illinois. And over the last 10 years, Eric has been involved in many aspects in the civil engineering field. He graduated University of Illinois in 2004, and he began his engineering career with the Illinois Department of Transportation before entering into the private sector. Eric has experience in municipal engineering as well as working with design teams on commercial, residential, and industrial site developments. Eric's most recent experience includes acting as a resident engineer and project manager on some of the largest projects for the Iowa Department of Transportation, the Illinois Department of Transportation, and the Illinois Tollway Authority. It's my pleasure at this time to make a motion to hire the city engineer position to Mr. Eric Carls.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion by Alderman Lukosius, second by Alderman Waldorf to hire city engineer Eric Carls. Is there any discussion?
Your Honor, I would just like to say that we are ecstatic to have Eric on board, and he's an excellent candidate, and we look forward to working with him and having him work with us. Thanks, Eric.
Okay, we'll have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Motion approved. Congratulations, Eric.
Congratulations, Eric.
Okay.
To Pam now?
Yes, and of,
The only thing I'd like to
Nobody said
ask
anything about
is he going to sit over here by me? It's getting kind of lonely.
there's other reasons for that, Gary. We have appropriate ordinance, be ordained, the wage ordinance as amended shall be and is hereby amended to provide the annual salary of the public works city engineer shall be $80,000 a year for fiscal year May 1, 2014, April 30, 2015, both inclusive. The public works engineer shall be entitled to benefits 2, 4, and 5 as provided in the wage ordinance, and as an inducement to a registered engineer to accept employment as a city's public work engineer. The new hire shall be given a one-time employment transfer bonus of $3,000 after commencing employment with the city. And if the public work engineer satisfactorily continues city employment, an additional one-time employment continuation bonus of $3,000 shall be paid after 1-year anniversary date of beginning employment. All other provisions of the wage ordinance shall apply to this mandatory wage ordinance, provided, however, public work engineer wages and benefits shall be as provided in this mandatory ordinance.
A motion to approve the ordinance is written and read.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Lukosius to approve the ordinance as written and read. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Motion approved. Okay, we have a motion to receive the regular meeting minutes of April 21, 2014, placed on file.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion by Alderman Putoff, second by Alderman Waldorf to receive the minutes and place on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. We'll move to the committee reports. Account and Finance, Alderman Putoff, Alderman Radke.
Yes, Your Honor, and Council. First item of business, I'd like to present to the Council total disbursements for May 7th of the year 2014. The disbursements total $1,060,391 $1,000,000.52. I'd like to make a motion these disbursements be approved, placed on file, bills paid in the usual manner.
Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Putoff, second by Alderman Radke, to receive the disbursements for May 7th, 2014, placed on file, and the bills paid in the usual manner. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez. Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Motion approved.
That's all I had from that, Council and Finance, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll move on to Public Works. Alderman Waldorf, Alderman Lukosius.
No electric report at this time, Your Honor.
Your Honor, at this time, I have the city-approved water and wastewater treatment plants report as of March 2014. The water treatment side, total water produced was a little over 95 million gallons. On the wastewater side, at our east plant, total water treated or wastewater treated was almost 76 million gallons. And at the west plant, the total treated was a little over 48 million gallons. I would make a motion that we receive this report and place it on file, please.
Second that, Your Honor.
I have a motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Lukosius, to receive the water and wastewater treatment plant report for March 2014, placed on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried.
Your Honor, at this time, I would make a motion to approve the engineering agreement for the 2014 street improvement program from the general fund.
Second that, Your Honor.
I have a motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Lukosius, to approve engineering agreement for 2014 street improvement program general fund.
I'm sorry? What, Chamlin and Associates?
Okay. Approve the engineering agreement with Chamlin Associates for the 2014 street improvement program general fund. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez. Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Motion approved.
Next, Your Honor, I'll make a motion to advertise for bids for the 2014 street improvement general fund project.
Second.
Motion to advertise for bids for the 2014 street improvement general fund project. Is there any discussion? When are we going to do that?
May 16th.
They will be
The bids?
on Friday, May 16th, 10 a.m. That'll be all but MFT? Okay. All right, sounds good. You have a roll call vote. Clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez. Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Motion approved.
Next, Your Honor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the engineering agreement with Chamlin and Associates for the 2014 street improvement program motor fuel tax.
Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Lukosius, to approve engineering agreement with Chamlin Associates for the 2014 street improvement program motor fuel tax. Is there any discussion? Roll call vote. Clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez. Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Motion approved.
Lastly, Your Honor, I'd like to announce a Public Works meeting for Monday, May 19th at 10 a.m. For all those that can attend, the public is welcome.
Monday, May 12, 10 a.m.
The 19th.
Monday, May 19, 10 a.m. Public Health and Safety, Alderman Ferrari, Alderman Sapienza.
Your Honor, I have the fire report for the pay period ending April 26, 2014. The Peru Fire Department received and responded to a total of 14 calls for this pay period. The total payroll for the period ending April 26th is $5,479.60. I'd like to make a motion to accept the report and place it on file.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion by Alderman Sapienza, second by Alderman Ferrari, to receive Peru Fire Department report period ending April 26, 2014, placed on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried.
Your Honor, I have the Peru Police Department quarterly summary report for January through April 2014. And I'd like everybody to look at, but there's one thing I'd really like to bring out is from Chief Burnaby, TC Deb Lambert and Administrative Assistant Michelle Wagner. I would like to recognize you both for the outstanding work in the dispatching of the various emergency services relating to the Suarez structure fire yesterday. Upon Fire Chief King reporting the structure fire via radio, you almost single-handedly and in very short order dispatched a full still alarm for the fire department, causing response from fire departments from Peru, LaSalle, Spring Valley, and Oglesby to respond to the working fire, as well as causing for Peru ambulance to respond a change of quarters from Utica Fire Station to Peru Station. Shortly after Utica Fire handled a fire alarm in the city of Peru without delay. Assisted by Administrative Assistant Wagner, the two of you also dispatched all on-duty Peru police officers, Peru ESDA officers, AMRON, and notified key holders for the building. On top of this, the two of you answered numerous 911 calls, as well as administrative phone lines, and within 15 minutes of the fire being reported, dispatched police officers to an unrelated fight call, as well as separate domestic call. During this chaotic 15-minute period, the initial fire was attacked, several streets around the fire scene were blocked off, other emergency police calls were handled, and despite significant property damage, amazingly, no one was injured. While the effort yesterday was a team effort, as it always is, both Chief King and myself are certain that not only us, but many other in emergency service recognize the day-to-day efforts of our Peru telecommunicators. There's no doubt that the Peru 911 Dispatch Center is the most professional and highly trained group of 911 professionals around. A copy of this correspondence will be made as a permanent part of your personal files, copied to city officials and ETSB members. Chief Burnaby, I think that's outstanding. I'd also like to call a public health and safety meeting for 6 o'clock on the 19th. Can you put up an agenda, please? Chief Burnaby or Assistant Chief Duncan, anything you...
I only have one item to just kind of update the council on real quick, as long as we're talking about telecommunicators. All of our telecommunicators, both full and part-time, last week completed additional training, and now all of them are certified, in addition as emergency medical dispatchers, are now certified as police, law enforcement dispatchers, and also certified as fire-based dispatchers. And I think we're probably the only 911 center in this region of Illinois that can claim that. So you do have the most highly trained and professional staff down there in the 911 center. And that was something that we asked for when we negotiated the last contract, to get that level of training, and we're real happy and pleased that we have that.
Thank you. That's all we have.
Okay, report city attorney ordinances, resolutions. Sorry about that. Public property, Alderman Perez, Alderman Mueller.
Chief Burnaby, did I see the flashing light repaired at Washington Park?
You did, and they do have the equipment in that they can monitor that remotely, so hopefully that will not be an issue going forward.
Terrific, thank you. That's all I have.
Anything else for public property? Okay, report city attorney ordinances, resolutions.
Yes, Your Honor. Everyone has a copy of the report of the Zoning Board of Appeals and Plan Commission concerning the Beard Brothers petition. Basically, they want to sell newer and vintage automobiles on the vacant lot to the east of that property, which some of the older residents will recall as the Peru Hotel back then. There will still be parking for employees and customers. on the very western portion of the vacant lot, or contiguous to the east side of the building. But the balance of the lot will be constructed in concrete with light poles along the east side and one along the south side for the sale of these newer and vintage automobiles. They also requested a freestanding sign on the property. That's the old Seabird Electric sign that would be retrofitted to fit this property. And to do that, to have automobile sales in that central business district classification required a text amendment to the zoning ordinance allowing those automobile sales as a special use. And then the second ordinance would approve this property as a special use for those sales. And then the third ordinance concerns the freestanding sign. Both boards were unanimous on approval of those, except the sign. Member Bederstedt had reservations on a freestanding pylon-type sign in the downtown business district area, so he voted nay.
We have a motion to receive the minutes as written and read.
So moved and concur.
Second, Your Honor.
I have a motion by Alderman Radke, second by Alderman Putoff, to receive the minutes and place on file. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We have ordinance amending the zoning ordinance by adding a special use under section 11.04 D4, be it ordained following section of zoning ordinance shall be and is hereby added, section 11.04 D4, automotive sales, including the outside sale of new and used automobiles and auxiliary services and repairs. Connection therewith, as such service and repairs are conducted wholly within a completed enclosed building. At the hearing, you'll be seeing another petition and hearing on this matter, because this took up a hearing concerning the vacant lot to the east of the structure, but when they applied for their license, they also, since the transactions will be conducted within the building, that also needs a special use on the building itself.
Do we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Lukosius, to approve the ordinance as written and read. Is there any discussion? A roll call vote. Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Steppinger.
Aye.
Motion approved.
And then be it ordained, that's the subject property there, which would be that old Prue Hotel property, Lot 10, Lot 1, east 40 feet of Lot 2. And then there was the west 3 feet of the road there was vacated many years ago. That's also onto this lot. Be it ordained that that property is granted a special use under that new section 11.04 D4.
Do we have an ordinance? Do we have a motion to receive the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor. Second, Your Honor.
A motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Putoff, to approve the ordinance as written and read. Is there any discussion? Roll call vote. Clerk, call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Steppinger.
Motion approved.
Next, you have the variance concerning the freestanding sign. Now, therefore, be it ordained, the property is by granted a variance, allow a freestanding sign on the property as a variance, section 8.032A of zoning ordinance.
Do we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Putoff, to receive the ordinance as written and read. Roll call vote.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Steppinger.
Aye.
Well, everything's done, Jim. You need to start selling some old cars for us. Start bringing in some more sales tax. Thank you. It's going to be a nice addition over there.
Next, at the request of the Design and Review Committee, the Zoning Board of Appeals, and the Plan Commission, they want to look at a unified sign ordinance, and they've All three bodies have requested that there be a moratorium on the issuance of new sign permits. That's why we presented the Beard ordinance before the moratorium that's approved. But and also CVS, of course, has previously approved. Therefore, be it ordained, there is hereby established a temporary moratorium on the acceptance of applications for construction of any new or reconstructed or replaced commercial advertising signs within the city, except the replacement of paper or EcoFlex vinyl on existing billboards within the city, the repair and the maintenance of existing commercial signs, and owner or other realtor for sale or rent signs. This ordinance will remain in effect until August 4, 2014, until the City Council of the city adopts a new unified sign ordinance, whichever first occurs.
Do we have a motion to receive and approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Mueller, second by Alderman Sapienza to receive and approve the ordinance as written and read. Is there any discussion?
Your Honor, I just want to be assured that this new sign ordinance won't prevent development of people or taking existing signs and replacing them. You know, it's up until August 4th, and I'd hate to see a business coming in or a business replacing their said sign, waiting till there's a consensus among three committees on what they could do. Can you give me any assurance, Doug, that that won't be held up?
No.
Well,
what's the idea maybe behind it?
It's primarily on the
those
LED.
electronic message boards.
There's a large number of requests coming in for the message boards. The zoning, planning, design and review, downtown development, redevelopment, they didn't want to see that, and I agree with it, to see, there's been people in, and they would like to see them about every 2 blocks down 4th Street, and I don't think that the looks of that would be what we'd want to see, you know, on our main streets, in Peoria Street, in Shooting Park Road. If we're talking August 4th, 2014, we don't have anything on the books now that would need to be before August 4th, 2014, as the attorney just mentioned. We have Beard Brothers with their sign. It'll be a very nice antique sign. I think everybody will like the looks of that. And CVS, there are other developments coming, but August 4th, if there's a problem, we can address it. They're not going to say no to a sign that looks the way that we all feel it should look. But the electronic messaging boards, they're popping up everywhere, and the committees thought it needed to be addressed, and quite frankly, I agree with it. Something needs to happen. It needs to be 10%, 30%, whatever, of the total 150 square foot, which is 150 square foot is without a variance with 22 foot top height. So,
and if a developer business comes to us, I'm sure we can make exceptions to that.
Well, we'll definitely look at it, and once again, it's May 5th, June, July. It's 90 days, but if something comes in and they're going to build a building or occupy a building and it needs to be up, there are a few in the works, but I don't know if it'll happen by then. But if it does, we'll try and make sure that everyone on the council is aware of it and nothing's held up.
And the committees may reach a decision before that.
They're going to fast track it. I was even told by one of the committee members that he's even willing to work Sundays.
Oh, wonderful.
So I don't know if that's going to happen, but
I do know those committees are very interested in any council input that any council members might have too. So if you are interested in that, they'd be more than willing to.
I guess they're not looking for the neon Las Vegas image, right?
Those message boards, we have a neighboring town that, I tell you what, you drive through there at night, and it's just lighting up the whole Route 6. I'm not going to say which town, but I tell you what, it's pretty obnoxious, and I don't think we'd want to see that.
Yeah, the problem I have with it is, somebody puts up a sign on their property, but they're advertising for everybody else.
Well, and that's...
They're selling advertisements on their sign.
And that is in our ordinance.
Flashing billboard.
Your sign must advertise your business. That is already in our ordinance, because there was one in here, if this passes or not in the next couple of minutes, but there was one in here, and that's why we shot that down, because they were going to be advertising for others. And it was going to be a fairly large sign, and I don't think it's the look that we want to see, because once again, the vast number of them that are coming in asking for them, it's unbelievable. There must be a large amount of money quick return. I don't know. What's that? We'll try and make it, because there's quite a few people with quite a bit of interest in it. Actually, the LED people, no doubt about it, because it's, right. It'll be advertised. It'll be a public meeting. It'll be advertised, and make sure that deputy clerk or somebody will send it out. Okay?
We should say it's not just about the electronic signs too. One of the other things the committee wants to look at is the signs that are 40 feet tall. Really, most of the newer shopping centers that you see when you go to, they have more of the lower level signs that are on the street and not the big, huge, 30, 40 foot tall signs. And so we're trying to conform a little bit more to what is involved in that.
Well,
It's not just the LEDs. There's other facets of the sign ordinance that they're trying to resolve.
with some of the development that's being talked about at the moment, there could be some complete separate urban development, and they also want to look at that. Do we want to keep the same ordinance that we have for some of the older sections? You don't want to tell some of the people that they're not able to put up a sign that matches their neighbor. But in the new planned development, there's quite a bit to look at. And
Also yard signs too, and how long can you keep a yard sign in and advertise your product? So.
There's been talk of that. Even they might even put on something of a community signboard. I don't know. We'll see what they come up. They're gathering material from all around the state of Illinois right at this moment, from the suburbs all the way down to southern Illinois. So they're preparing for it. So if there's no other discussion, we'll have a roll call vote. Clerk call roll.
One more thing.
Yes.
The Honorable Ron Wren would look down on us unfavorably if we didn't mention the vinyl signs. Is there anything going to be about vinyl signs in these ordinances?
EcoFlex vinyl. It's right on here.
Okay.
The replacement of paper or EcoFlex vinyl on existing billboards within the city.
Well, that's actually an exception, because that would be, let me give you the rationale on that. That's for existing billboards that obviously, the signs change periodically depending upon who's paying for them. And then if you outright ban the changing of those signs during the time, that's a taking of property without just compensation. And the billboards are all moving from paper to EcoFlex vinyl, which in a way is good, because the paper, once it goes all over and makes a mess, and then these EcoFlex just is kind of like a bag that goes over the existing sign, but you don't have, once it wears off, the paper flying all over. But that was the reason for the exception there.
Anything further? Roll call vote. Call the roll, please.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Next, you have an ordinance amending the budget ordinance. Peter Dane City Council approves the budget amendments attached here too for the last fiscal year. Any questions, Gary can address that.
Do we have a motion to receive and approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
I have a motion by Alderman Putoff, second by Alderman Radke, to receive and approve the ordinance as written and read.
Gary, you want to summarize what this ordinance means and what details you're required to do for it?
This is just a standard procedure that we do the end of every year. We go through and we take a look, and we spend a lot of time really on the government funds. You really want to make sure that you appropriate the proper amount that you're spending. And if you take a look, I think we've increased the actual budget, or the bottom line in the general fund, by about $360,000, I do believe. We worry less about the enterprise funds, because there you're really allowed to really actually make money in them. But there were a couple of pretty good misses in the water and sewer and the electric light fund that we had to correct. But all in all, there's really nothing that's kind of different than what we've done in previous years here.
Well, it was a positive adjustment to the budget, and like you say, the biggest miss is in the electric light fund, and it just becomes very difficult to predict a year ago how much power you're going to sell throughout the course of the year. So obviously that is a difficult thing for us to budget.
also in the water sewer fund.
Yeah.
We're very positive there.
And in fact, to give you a little premiere, I think that the deficit in the operating account went down to 106,000 last month. It should be positive by the end of this month. I mean, it's really, really doing well, gentlemen. We're cash flowing anywhere from 120 to maybe $150,000 positive a month there right now. So it's working very, very well.
Which gives us great flexibility.
Okay, we'll have a roll call vote. Clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Stepien.
Motion approved.
The next ordinance, obviously have copies of it. I'm going to read this for the benefit of the public so you understand what's going on. Whereas the City of Peru recently experienced retirement of Superintendent of Public Works, whereas Supervisor of the Electric Department and the Electric Administrative Assistant have now also retired, whereas the total cost of the salary and benefits of these three positions approximated $342,000 annually. The retirement of these employees presents the city with an opportunity to reorganize the management and supervision of the Public Works Department and Electric Department of the city. Whereas the continuance of these three positions in the Public Works Department and Electric Department would result in continued very significant employee and legacy costs to the city. And whereas the city is hiring a professional engineer who, in addition to providing civil engineering services for the city, will also be able to act as a technical liaison between the city and city consultants. Whereas the Public Works Committee and Human Resources Manager feels in the best interest of the city, the Public Works Committee and the Human Resources Manager draft a comprehensive job description for the position of Director of Public Utilities and seek a candidate with the expertise in the areas of municipal operations, public works, and municipal electric generation and distribution to provide administrative and operational oversight of both the Public Works Department and the Electric Department. Whereas the Public Works Committee of the City has recommended that the positions of Public Works Superintendent, Electric Department Supervisor, and Electric Department Administrative Assistant be eliminated and hopefully be replaced by a Director of Public Utilities. Whereas till such time the city may find and hire a qualified candidate for the position of Director of Public Utilities, the Public Works Committee has recommended that the positions of Administrative Service Manager, ASM, and Public Services Manager, PSM, be created. Whereas the ASM will have the responsibility for the overall administrative supervision of all city departments, except departments under the control of an elected city official. That would be the city clerk, city treasurer, with emphasis on administrative functions in the Public Works Department, Electric Department, and the Public and Zoning Department, whereas the PSM will be responsible for managing the daily field operations of the Public Works Department, Electric Department, Building and Zoning Department, Fire Department, and Safety Department of the city. Whereas pursuant to ordinance number 5004, entitled an ordinance appointing temporary co-superintendents of public works as amended by ordinance 5080, Douglas Bernabe and Jeffrey King have undertaken the temporary managerial duties of the Public Works Department and the Electric Department, whereas Bernabe and King have served admirably in their temporary positions. Whereas the Public Works Committee of the City has recommended Bernabe be appointed the ASM of the City and King be appointed the PSM of the City, whereas appointments of Bernabe and King will undertake the duties of the proposed position of Director of Public Utilities. Upon the hiring of the Director of Public Utilities, Bernabe and King shall return to their respective positions in the city held prior to their respective appointments as interim co-superintendents. And these new positions, and whereas the PSM and ASM of the city shall serve at the pleasure of the mayor and or city council, and the positions of ASM and or PSM may be eliminated by the mayor and or city council at any time, and shall be eliminated upon the appointment of Director of Public Utilities, and until such time, Bernabe and King shall at such time shall return their previous positions before their respective appointments as temporary co-superintendents in ASM, PSM. Now therefore, be it ordained positions Superintendent of Public Works, Supervisor, Superintendent of Electric Department, Electric Administrative Assistant shall be and are hereby eliminated. The Director of Public Utilities, the Director of Human Resources shall prepare a job description and advertise the position of the Director of Public Utilities. The ASM shall be responsible for the overall administrative supervision of all city departments except those under the control of an elected official, with emphasis on administrative functions and the Public Works Department, Electric Department, and the Building and Zoning Department. Burnaby is hereby appointed ASM of the city. PSM shall be responsible for managing the daily field operations, Public Works Department, Electric Department, Building and Zoning Department, Fire Department, Safety Department. King is appointed the Public Services Manager of the city. Positions are shall each serve at the pleasure of the Mayor and City Council and may be eliminated by the Mayor and City Council at any time and shall be eliminated upon the appointment of a Director of Public Utilities and until such time Burnaby and King shall return their previous positions before being so appointed.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion by Alderman LaCocha, second by Alderman Walder, to approve the ordinance as written and read. Is there any discussion?
Your Honor, I just wanted to say that, I'm very pleased that the City Council is serious about hiring a Superintendent of Public Works. The committee has done a wonderful job in presenting to the council a timetable for the process, which also will include a job description.
I'd also like to thank the committee. A couple weeks ago, I asked that the council look into a permanent solution, and the committee has done a lot of work over the last 4 months to move into a permanent direction with that department. So I'd like to thank the committee, and you guys have really worked very, very hard on this last few months. And the last thing is Doug and Jeff. Jeff's not here, but you guys have also worked very hard the last few months, and I think every resident in the city would see that the work you've put in. So thank you guys both too.
Yeah, and I also appreciate the work that they've done and the work that they're going to continue to do till the position's filled. And again, they're doing it without any additional salary or any additional benefits. So it is truly a public service position, and pleased that we're approaching it this way.
I'd just like to add the proposed timeline for this process of hiring the Director of Public Utilities. Between now and June 15th, 2014, the Public Works Committee and the HR Manager, with outside assistance from entities such as the Illinois Municipal Electric Agency and the American Association of Public Works, will draft and present for comments and input to the Mayor and the entire City Council a proposed detailed job description. Between June 15th and August 1st of 2014, HR Manager will conduct national search for the Director of Public Utilities. Between August 1st and August 31st of 2014, the Public Works Committee, HR, along with a person representing the public utility profession, will study and review applications. This person will be someone that has no ties to Peru and that could offer the committee, HR, and ultimately the council with both technical advice as well as an outside perspective. We will then present to the Mayor and the City Council all applications for review. We will also recommend to the Mayor and the City Council as to who they believe the top candidates are and recommend who should be interviewed. We will then proceed with interviews if there is a council consensus. Between September 1st and September 30th of 2014, interviews will be conducted, and then the Public Works Committee, the HR Manager, and the advisory member will determine their preferred candidate. Preferred candidates will be introduced to the Mayor and the entire City Council. Once there is a consensus for a hire, then a conditional offer of employment can be made that would be subject to a successful salary and benefit negotiation depending on experience and qualifications. Between November and December of 2014, the new Director of Public Utility would begin their employment and be introduced to the community. The Public Works Committee and the HR Manager will recommend and name a proposed advisory member to the Mayor and the Council to seek a consensus for that selection. Until a hire is made per this proposal, Doug Burnaby and Jeff King are appointed to Administrative Services Manager and Public Services Manager. They are not asking for any additional compensation during this process. If this timeline is advanced in this process, we will move ahead accordingly.
And I also appreciate the fact that it's going to be a very transparent process where the full council is going to take part in this entire process with a utility director. So I totally support this presentation.
Thank you.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll have a roll call vote. Clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Motion approved.
Next ordinance on the agenda was to provide for compensation for those additional duties, but I understand that to be moot. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That is correct.
And then the next ordinance is an administrative variance for the Bob and Carol Storkman property at 2428 15th Street. And what they're doing is be it ordained that property, which is Lot 24 in Myrtle's Evergreen Park, second subdivision, city approves, granted the following variances. The decorative fencing in the front yard is can be up to 4 feet instead of 3 feet, is restricted by the ordinance, and the setback would be 23.5 feet instead of 30 feet, as restricted by the ordinance. This is administrative ordinance that's approved by the affected neighbors. The aldermen of that ward have approved it, and the chairman of the zoning board of appeals.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the ordinance as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Motion by Alderman Putoff, second by, who'd it come from, Alderman Lukosius, to approve the ordinance as written and read. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Okay, then we have a resolution for maintenance of streets and highways by municipality for the motor fuel fund, which appropriates a sum of $275,000 out of the motor fuel tax for the 2014 motor fuel tax program.
Okay, do we have a motion to receive and the resolution as written and read?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion by Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Lukosius to receive the resolution as written and read. Is there any discussion? Roll call vote. Call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius. Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Motion approved. Unfinished business. Do we have any unfinished business? New business. New business. Okay, I'm asking for the motion to reappoint Greg Vaccaro to the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners for a 3-year term ending April 30, 2017.
So move, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Ferrari, second by Alderman Waldorf to approve the motion to reappoint Greg Vaccaro to the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners for a 3-year term ending April 30, 2017. Is there any discussion? Roll call vote.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Motion approved. Do we have a motion to reappoint James Coughlin to the Emergency Telephone Safety Board for a 3-year term ending April 30, 2017?
So moved. Second.
Have a motion by
Your
Al-
Honor, that's a typo. It's the Emergency Telephone System Board.
System?
911.
System Board?
System Board.
Okay, James Coughlin to the Emergency Telephone System Board for a 3-year term ending April 30. Is there any discussion? Roll call vote.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Okay, do we have a motion to advertise for Public Utility Director?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
A motion by Alderman Lukosius, second by Alderman Waldorf to advertise for Public Utility Director. Is there any discussion? Have a roll call vote. Clerk call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
Aye.
Motion approved. Do we have a motion to appoint Scott J. Swikert as Assistant Corporation Counsel?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Putoff, second by Alderman Radke, to appoint Scott J. Swikert as Assistant Corporation Counsel. Is there any discussion? after the vote. Have a roll call vote, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Makosas.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Gepenza.
Motion approved.
On that, I'd like to say there's no compensation involved in that. All the members of our office are appointed assistant corporation counsel. So if we have a matter in court that involves the city, they can appear on behalf of the city. So as we get new hires, they're all appointed. As they leave, they're all they're all terminated. There haven't been that many, but
We have lots
But,
of
Room for this one, right?
that's the point. Adrian prosecutes ordinances, should be going on administrative leave, so that generally goes to the youngest member in the office and things like that. The retainer to our office is for attending these meetings is $3,000 a year. 37 years ago, when I started, it was $3,000 a year. So there isn't any other compensation for that job. Other things outside retaining the attending these meetings is billed on an hourly basis.
God bless you, Scott.
Sorry about your luck.
Okay.
Big friends,
Let's
but
do a
not
roll call
family.
vote. Clerk call the roll.
Yeah.
It's already done? Okay. Scott, did you want to say anything?
Could you proofread this to see if you can do it as fast as your dad?
Yeah. Scott, I liked how you said currently, too.
Okay, still under new business, I'm going to call a committee as a whole. It's for 6:30, 19th of May, Monday night, before the next council meeting. Is there anything else anybody has for new business? Proclamation, we've done the National Bike Month. Petitions, communications?
There's a request from the Prue CSO requesting permission to hold a picnic to include a beer tent and rides in conjunction with the Ivy Rodders Car Show on August 17th at Centennial Park.
Okay, do we have a motion to receive the communication, place on file, and grant permission?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Have a motion by Alderman Putoff, second by Alderman Mueller, to receive the communication, place on file, and grant permission. Is there any discussion?
I'd just like to bring it to everybody's attention is that they do have dram shop insurance and all the license and everything that's required.
Right. Okay, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried.
Now we have a communication from Jim and Justin Beard requesting an amendment to the Special Use Ordinance 4230 to include the purchase and sale of motor vehicles for property located at 1612 4th Street.
I'll make a motion that we accept that communication and grant them permission.
Second that.
Have a motion from Alderman Waldorf, second by Alderman Sapienza, to receive the communication, place on file, and turn it over to the Planning and Zoning for review and their recommendation. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried.
And lastly, there's a communication from Derek Nearing requesting permission to organize a flag football league on Saturdays at Baker Lake beginning May 17th and ending approximately June 28th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Your Honor, we discussed this in our public property meeting tonight, and there were some questions. Mr. Nearing was not at the meeting, so we're going to communicate with him and see if we can get some of those items addressed.
Okay, so you're just going to table it for right now? Okay.
Your Honor, I did have an additional item. On Saturday, May 17th, from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m., there's a benefit for a special little girl, Lily Rossblock, and that's at Culver's on May 17th. That is a little girl who's been battling cancer for a great deal of time, and what I'd like to do is make a motion to make May 17th Lily Rossblock Day in the city of Peru.
I will second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Putoff, second by Alderman Waldorf, to name May 17th Lily Rothblock Day, and there will be an event for her at Culver's from 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. on May 17th. Very
Thank you.
good cause. Thank you, Alderman Putoff.
There won't be another meeting before then, but the city also has the electronic recycling day on May 17th, so.
Thank you, Doug.
Okay, back to the Rothblock. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carried.
Your Honor,
Alderman Ferrari?
just getting back to the public properties, or can we grant them permission to go ahead? Because I see it's the 17th and we don't meet to the 19th again.
That was one of the concerns we had because there's a fishing expo that day, so we need to revisit that.
The Kids Fishing Expo is scheduled for Baker Lake, and that goes until 2 in the afternoon. We did speak with the Illinois Valley Youth Soccer. Larry was there this evening. The goalposts for the Youth Soccer League are permanently in the ground. So there's just some things we need to talk about. I do have an alternative idea for them if we can't get Baker Lake worked out for them.
At least for that Saturday.
At least for that Saturday. Or possibly even for the whole term of their.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they would like to start
We're
on,
not opposed to them playing. It just kind of came up on it quickly, and we had some questions that were not able to be answered. So.
well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe the council would just like to turn it over to the committee, and if they can set up, just give them the permission to go.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Great.
Okay, great, thank you.
Okay, and is there any other communications? No further communications?
No.
Public comment. Do we have any public comment? Could you please come up, Gina?
Gina, you have to get on candid camera. That's why you have to do that.
I just wanted to comment on our, we had several officers at the Special Olympics bocce tournament at LP Stadium, and I was really very, very happy and pleased with them. They were out there mingling with all of the people. We had people from Geneseo, Rockford, Morris, Seneca, Streeter, Putnam County, LaSalle County, Bureau County, and our officers. Sean was there, and I'm not sure who the lady officer was, but they were out there mingling with our people, and that's nice to see because you always sometimes get the impression that police are they're out to get you. Well, these weren't. They were out there mingling. They were out there mingling with our people, and it was great to see. And I just wanted Chief Burnaby and our consul to know that they did a nice job.
Public comment? Any other public comment? Any other public comment? Yes. Oh, we have one. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking up.
You may see some posters like this around town, and it's to advertise a public forum, an informational meeting by Friends for Peru Pool, and it's at City Hall next week, May 12th at 7 p.m. So we'd like as many people as possible to come and attend.
Thank you.
Any other public comment at this time? Okay, closed session, anyone? Motion for adjournment?
So moved, Your Honor.
Second, Your Honor.
Motion by Alderman Ferrari, second by Alderman Mueller for adjournment. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed, meeting adjourned.